Hi, it's Lindsay Carlson here. The late, great Rodney Dangerfield made a lot of movies over the years, and even though it took him a long time before he found success as a comic and an actor, he eventually reached that point and made many great films. Quite possibly my favorite is the one we're looking at today, and that's Back to School from 1986. I'm going to unbox this release, and I will share my opinions. There's nice cover art with Rodney, of course, giving the viewer the evil eye there. I love the way that looks. There's our spine. This was released on Blu-ray back in 2011, I believe. And there's the inside of the case with our disc. Rodney Dangerfield stars in the extracurricular edition of this uproarious college classic, sure to be cherished by all his fans. A good-natured potpourri of gags, funny bits, populist sentiment, and anti-intellectualism. Thornton Mellon's life isn't making the grade. His wife's a sleazy socialite. He made his fortune being tall and fat, and he never even got a high school diploma. So when he finds his unhappy and unpopular son about to quit college, the solution to all Mellon's problems becomes clear: enroll at the school himself. But as the flamboyant father struggles to aid his son, he can't help becoming the college cool kid as he turns down the university upside down and gives academia a lesson in laughter. When Roger Ebert reviewed Back to School back in 1986 when it first came out, he compared the plot to something like what you'd expect to see Groucho Marx or W.C. Fields starring in. And I can certainly see that. It's one of those movies that, of course, turns the whole college formula completely upside down. Of course, Rodney Dangerfield portrays Thornton Mellon, who's an entrepreneur who was the founder of the Tall and Fat store chain. And he was once in the same boat as his son, wanting to quit school and just go into business. But he decides to go and enroll in the school to help his son stay at the college and, of course, remain motivated and want to succeed. His son, of course, isn't one of the more popular kids in school. He's only got one friend, and that's the outlandish, bizarre Derek Lutz, portrayed by a young Robert Downey Jr. And, of course, Thornton Mellon's son, Jason, is portrayed by Keith Gordon, who had previously appeared in the Stephen King adaptation, Christine. It's not long before Dangerfield's character divorces his snooty wife and gets on the road with his chauffeur Lou, played by the always great Burt Young, an actor who played the same part in every single movie he was ever in, and bless him for that. May he rest in peace. And it's not long before he gets to the school and finds himself in love with a beautiful teacher played by Sally Kellerman, and of course earning the ire of the dean of the School of Business, portrayed by a snooty, uptight Paxton Whitehead, who of course feels like the kind of villain that someone like Groucho Marx would have encountered in one of his films. The cast is rounded out by Ned Beatty portraying a dean at the school, Adrienne Barbeau portraying the woman that Dangerfield's character divorces, Sam Kinison as a very belligerent history teacher, and a wide variety of others. Even William Zabka, best known for playing Johnny Lawrence in The Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, appears as one of the bullies on the diving team that Thornton Mellon's son desperately hopes to become a part of one day, and even get the late great M. Emmett Walsh playing the diving coach. So it's just a great who's who of actors. Despite the crude humor at times and where this movie goes, it remains very good-natured and positive throughout, and it's a joy to watch. At times it is borderline offensive and dated, but for me, that just adds to the charm of it all. I love a good Rodney Dangerfield comedy, and I don't think there's ever been a better one than Back to School. This Blu-ray disc actually does look very good. Certainly an upgrade from the older DVD release of the film. Now, there are some sequences in the film that are shown on old CRT-style monitors. Those understandably don't look as good as the rest of the film. That's just how those were shot. It's not a movie that's ever going to be reference material, but it does look faithful, and there's no unwanted noise reduction or digital tinkering. I'm happy to say it is a pretty good-looking disc, and I don't think fans will be disappointed. For supplements, we get a making-of featurette on the film, featurettes on remembering Kurt Vonnegut and Rodney Dangerfield, and some featurettes on the Triple Lindy dive that's featured in the film, as well as trailers and TV spots. Good to see this is not a bare-bones package. It is a little annoying that there is no top menu and you have to access everything via pop-up menus, but that's a small complaint. I do think any fan of the film should pick up this release. How about you? Are you a fan of Rodney Dangerfield? Is Back to School your favorite movie he ever made? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.